Booty, 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 booty. Where I have been watching this show called Shameless. For the first time, I've been binging it.
I heard it's so good, dude. Yeah.
So good, but so much nudity, and I'm trying to stay away from porn. So it's been a very hard time. Not pun intended. It's just been very difficult though.
That's one thing I've actually just started trying to do was like just try and stay away from like any porn or anything like that.
Oh my god, okay, we could talk about this in a second. Let's just start with the intro.
Yeah, let's do the intro.
Welcome everyone back to another episode of Dumb and Delicious, the podcast hosted by Gaetano and Jack Hamilton. My name is Gaetano.
And my name is Jack Hamilton.
Jack, my boy, how you been? How you feeling today?
I've been good, dude. I've been good. So I'm on my reading week right now, and I literally went like full on like degenerate. I have done nothing. I wake up, I eat breakfast, I play video games for like an hour or two, I go to the gym, I come home, I'll lay in bed, I'll have a nap, I'll sleep, I'll get up, I'll have a shower, and then I'll try and do something productive, eat dinner, watch a movie with my parents, play video games, go back to bed. I've been doing nothing. I've had all my midterms before my reading week, and I've just been fucking chilling, dude, and it is great to just not have to like stress about anything at all and just like fucking hang, dude. It's great. It's fucking awesome.
Plus the snails.
Well, oh yeah, and the snails. I went to go check on my snails today. I'm doing an experiment for school where I'm like testing the photo period of snails. Like, if you don't know what photo period is, it's like the time you're exposed to light. It basically helps like sync your circadian rhythm, which is your body's internal clock. And our experiment is basically having snails in dark, having snails in light, and having control, which is like 12 on, 12 off, and then measuring their activity, how much they eat, their growth, if they're laying eggs or not. Pretty cool. So I went to go check on my snails today, and I had spent 2 hours trying to get these snails to cooperate, and they didn't, and then they did at the end, which was pretty dope. How about you, Gaetano?
I'm doing well. As of recently, the last time we uploaded an episode was Valentine's Day. I am doing well. I've been thrifting a lot recently. I've been really getting into trying to figure out what my style is. Jack and I went actually 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, and we went in, found some good clothes, etc. And we both kind of came to the conclusion that we're going to start with the old money, old fashioned kind of look. You know, old money. Classic kind of dad looks with like that kind of attire, that wardrobe,
the pleated pants, the baggy button ups,
all the
beater underneath,
undone, all that stuff. You know, now all we need is like, for me at least, I think I need to grow out my hair. I need to get a tapered haircut instead of a fucking fade, because I keep getting a fade. I don't know why I'm doing that. But yeah, and like I'm just putting together some outfits here and there. I'm focusing more on that. Family's been good. Tristan and Emily came down the other day because they're also on reading week. They came over, we had some mojitos, and then we ended up going, then Emily had to go home, so she only had one drink, and then 2 hours later we left her at my house. She dropped us off at the Dickens in Burlington, and then from there Tristan and I got absolutely sloshed. Had a good night together, called Daniel at one point just to check up on him. And yeah, I made tiramisu last night. Shit is gas. I haven't tried it yet, but I know it's going to be gas. And
I love tiramisu, dude.
And yeah, I make a pretty decent tiramisu. And I make guacamole. It was a really weird combo. And within the span of an hour and a half, I made guacamole and tiramisu. I don't know why, but I just did. But yeah, that's been good. But okay, so topic, because we talked about this literally right before we did the intro. Jacking off, masturbation, stroking the cock, I don't know, fucking jerking the chickens. The rooster has been pulled and tugged. Whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know, grease.
That's not what happened before the episode. That's what we were talking about before the episode.
Yeah, we were talking about.
We were not doing that before the episode, no.
Thank you, Jack, for the context.
And Gaetano was at the gym, yeah.
He was slimy and I was sweaty, but we were in separate locations.
Whoa, and
You said snails, they're slimy. I was sweaty, I was at the gym.
Yeah, okay.
We're rolling off the rails, Anyways.
Yeah, back on track.
So, I was saying to Jack and talking to him about how recently I've been trying, well, since Lent has started, and for anyone who's Christian, Catholic out there, now is the time of Lent. We had Ash Wednesday on Valentine's Day, actually. Jack and I both got our ashes, and one of the things we do in our religion is we practice a period of fast, whether that is giving up something or whether that is doing something different to better ourselves as people or individuals, helping out our community, etc. It's just a time to basically reflect on who we are. And for me, one of the things I have given up with, and I'm very open on this podcast and I don't mind sharing, is masturbation. I've been trying my best to refrain from any adult content, any pornography, anything like that on those lines. And I've been starting to watch a show called Shameless, and it's fantastic. I love the show to death. It's emotional, it's chaotic, it's thrilling, and there's a lot of nudity in it. That's my only thing, is that there is a lot of pornographic material in there. And as someone who has just started a break from adult content and pornographic images, it's very difficult. It's very hard, no pun intended. And because of that, I'm trying my best to still watch it and enjoy it without, having any urges. But aside from that as well, with going into the whole changing of wardrobe, focusing on myself when it comes to my outfits, etc., I'm planning things out. My Instagram feed, I'm not saying I had a fucking feed full of porn, but, there's things you like, there's things you comment on, or there's things that you'll share, and the algorithm sees that. And thankfully, because I've been so invested in bettering my outfits and my attire, I've been liking a lot more outfit videos, photos, etc., reels, media, and so that's been blowing up my feed. So at the moment, actually, if I open up my feed right now, the top 3 things in my feed are, and there's no lies here, they are clips from Shameless, actually. They're old money reels and photos and profiles. And the third thing is a lot of Fortnite media as well. I don't know why, but... I don't know why. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite recently, so, I mean, that's why. But, yeah, no, just Fortnite edits, memes, compilations, game hacks, old money outfits, and... clothing stuff, and Shameless clips. That's my feed currently, top 3 big things. And I'm glad that the negative things have been...
The things you don't want.
The things I don't want have been replaced with the things I have now. And they've been washed out. Yeah, because, again, we're working on ourselves. We're bettering ourselves. And we don't need that gabagoo in our fucking brains,
No, you don't. All it does is fucking slow you down, dude. And
slow
it's
you down.
The interesting part about what you said earlier was although you see it in the show and it's fighting off the urges, that's the whole. And I'm not gonna go full Bible history here, but the whole Lent thing is Jesus in the desert fighting off temptations for the devil for 40 days.
Yes, sir. It's the discipline.
Right? And it's you're sitting here, you're trying to not do this thing, and although you're enjoying one show, you're being presented with this thing, and it's that's kind of like the test in itself.
The temptations,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the temptations, exactly. It's kind of, and you said open up your feed and look at it, and I just opened mine up. I was curious what mine would be, and mine is video games, specifically Elden Ring and League of Legends, followed by a lot of anime, a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen shit popping up, and then animals like bears and dogs. Surprisingly, I don't get a lot of weightlifting stuff. I don't get a lot of gym stuff showing up on my page.
I did get a lot of gym stuff.
Very rarely will I see it.
I did get a lot of gym stuff, but again, gonna be honest with everybody, I have no problem with putting this out there as my internet footprint. It was a lot of,
I know what kind of gym stuff.
It was a lot of female bodybuilders and weightlifters, and you know why. I'm glad.
It doesn't take a genius to figure it out why. Yeah.
It doesn't take a genius to figure it out, but again, I'm glad that it's replaced with those things. And don't get me wrong, I do still also follow male gym influencers and things like that too, and enjoy their content as well. But again, without the distraction of the female body, I'm more focused, I'm more locked in. I'm able to be more productive on my daily basis, and I'm not just saying that as I'm better than everybody, but I'm better than I was 30 days ago, and for that, I'm very proud of myself, and that's all.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, baby steps, all it takes.
Baby steps, motherfucker.
But I've also been kind of like struggling to figure out what to give up for Lent as well. And I was kind of leaning towards, because Lent started a week ago. I haven't really figured out what I want to give up yet. When we were talking about that for the episode, that's one thing I've been actively trying to do without even thinking about it as like a Lenten thing. And I feel like I could adapt that as a Lent thing and really try and put a more, what's the word for it? Really try and put a more, not extreme approach, but you know what I mean? Really try to make it a lot more like, you know what I mean? Like, I was trying to avoid that stuff before Lent, trying to figure out what I was going to give up for Lent. And now it's like, if I choose to do that for Lent, then I'm going to kick it up a notch. You know what I mean? Really try and avoid it at like all costs and not just be like, fuck it. You know what? You know what I mean?
This is what I tell myself. So as of this year, not as of this year, my whole life, I've told myself that like, no matter what, however tempted I am, I have such a strong connection with God that, again, this is not me saying I'm above anybody. I'm not. But my connection is very strong that if I do fuck up something, I feel like shit, right? I'm very, like, this is the thing. I can just discipline myself.
Bro, the guilt.
It's different between me just saying to myself, I'm not going to do it, versus now giving up for Lent and telling God I won't do it. That's a different story. On top of that, as of this year, I've made a vow that every time I accidentally fuck up, or I succumb to temptation, I'm going to give away $100 to a charity. Yeah, what? I know it's a lot of money, but I'm giving $100 away from it. And the reason why I say this is because I've already fucked up twice. No, once. I only fucked up once, and that was because I accidentally had a cookie at work, because like I was so hungry. I didn't eat all day. I was working a double, and one of the back of house people were nice enough to make some cookies for all of us because we had some downtime. They had some downtime, and so I said, oh my goodness, I'd love some. I went over. I literally put it in my mouth. I swallowed half of it, and I went, fuck. And then my friend's like, it's good, right? And my coworker's like, it's good. I'm like, yeah, it's fantastic. I forgot I'm not supposed to eat chocolate. And he goes off about like how, like, oh, you shouldn't have to worry about dieting this now. I'm like, it's not a diet. It's just a thing. It's a personal thing I'm working on right now. Anyways, so I already fucked up that way. So I got to give $100 to charity. And this is the thing too, is that tonight I'm seeing a special somebody who I have intentionally made a tiramisu for, a separate tiramisu for them. And I want to enjoy the tiramisu with them, but I also don't want to break my fast. So it's like I don't know what to do. I'm very cornered. I don't know what to do right now.
That's the worst. That's the worst one too, where it's like, you're going to have the opportunity to do something, to break like a promise with yourself. Are you going to break it and soak the consequences, or are you just going to avoid it?
I'm going to do my utmost best to not, because this is also my thought behind it, is that she can enjoy it, right? She can enjoy the tiramisu herself and then have some later. And then I already have the massive one that I made for my family and I that I can have on Sunday. So, because what my priest says to me is every Sunday is like a mini Easter. So you're technically allowed to indulge in what you gave up for Lent on a Sunday. So that's why I'm like, okay,
celebration.
Celebration. So I can eat the family tiramisu on Sunday, right, in 2 days. But I don't want to break the fast with her. I feel like that'd be shitty. So if she says anything, I'll just be like, listen, I just, but also I don't know. It's conflicting, but yeah.
I think that is I think that's good. I think you should try your best to wait off till Sunday, but I also know how hard that's going to be to wait till Sunday.
I know.
Because you're going to be staring at it. You're going to be hungry as hell, dude. And I know. When 1 o'clock rolls around, you're going to be hungry. You're going to walk downstairs to your kitchen looking for a snack, and it's going to be like...
Jersey milk, bro. Hit up the Jersey milk chocolate shavings on top of the tiramisu. That's my signature.
That's the signature. That's awesome.
Fuck, man. Anyways, enough of religion, enough of Lent. Anything else going on in your life? Anything crazy? Anything geeky, fun?
Dude. It's the last semester right now, so I'm just fucking
riding it out.
I'm just punching through right now, dude. I'm getting by. I'm doing good. I'm doing exceptional, but I'm getting by. And fuck, dude. The biggest concern of mine right now is, what do I do after I graduate?
Well, you're gonna still be in school. It's just a matter of you may not be there.
No. I know, but I'm gonna have like a good year and a half maybe after I graduate, where I'm not gonna be in school, where I'm just gonna be fucking
Working?
idling, dude.
Well,
Working,
don't
yeah.
idle. You have to work. Like literally, especially if you
No,
don't work
yeah,
at the
bro, I'm broke
minimum
as
volunteer
fuck.
hours.
No, yeah, I've been volunteering, I've been working, but
Damn,
I
you
just
should
don't know
really.
what to do with all my other free time. You know what I mean?
Oh, I totally forgot to mention. I'm not going to go into specifics now on the podcast. I'll let you know after. I'm not going to go into specifics on the podcast because A, I don't know if I can talk about it, and or B, nothing. I haven't completed it yet, but or done it yet. But I got another acting gig, and it's
Oh
a
no,
paying
shit!
one, and it's for a commercial. It's gonna be my
It better
first.
not be like an Age of War commercial where it's like the Legend
No,
27.
the Legend 27. No, this one is, it's for a commercial, on TV, and, again, I can't talk about too much information on it. It's paying. It's my first commercial, so I'm very fucking excited. Um, and, yeah, so there's a little bit of good news. Good news for me. That's one of the reasons why I actually earlier today I took out my sister for lunch just because I kind of felt like it. I was like, oh, I want to celebrate in a way. All my friends are busy, and but you know, she's at school, etc. She probably doesn't have a decent lunch. It's Friday, which is fucking so difficult because we can't have meat on Fridays. Again, this is
It
a Lent
is.
thing, but for the full 40 days that we fast, we also can't be eating any meat, any land animals on Friday. So it's like chicken, beef, pork, whatever the fuck, goose, duck, whatever. It can only be fish or vegetarian. So fish,
And
crustacean,
that,
or yeah,
yeah. It's I mean, I also know there's a lot of practices that fast a lot harder and more intense than this,
yeah.
but it's like I'm just not used to it at
I
all.
don't like it, dude. I'm
And
sorry, it's so difficult.
when I wake up on Friday and I go downstairs to try and eat something and I see leftover chicken and gnocchi from last night and I'm looking at it, I'm
Oh
like, oh my
fuck.
god, looks so
Or
good. And I pull it out, I put it on the countertop, I go get a bowl, a spoon, start putting it in the bowl, and then my dad comes into the kitchen because he works from home and he was in his office and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Warming up lunch." And he's like, "Can't eat that." I'm like, "Yeah."
yeah,
Fuck. I'm
it's a cut off
so
the yeah. I
sad,
can't.
dude.
It's
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Same,
So
same same thing in my house. It's my dad. He also works from home, and he also the one that's like, just a reminder, you can't have meat today. And I'm like, oh fuck, man.
and it's like I want to, but I'll feel so bad if I
It's the guilt,
do.
man. Yeah, I know it's the
It
guilt.
is the guilt. Oh,
I will say this though. When I was living on my own last year, I'm going to be honest, when I was living on my own my final year of university, I was living on my own. I had little to no food in the at my place because I didn't have much time to do grocery shopping. So I will be honest, I did eat meat on Fridays. I tried my best, but if it was the only option, I ate the meat because A, I didn't have a lot of money. B, I was living on my own and had limited groceries, and C, I didn't have time to cook. So I
yeah.
couldn't just
What
go
would you make?
order. Um, if I
Vegetarian options, or vegetarian
vegetarian
slash
or
non-meat option.
yeah, so when I was at York, I would make, if I had all the ingredients, I'd make a shrimp fried rice.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
When I'm at school on Friday, my go-to is the fucking tofu pad thai from Thai
yeah.
Express.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my!
Mm-hmm. I was gonna
So
say,
I'm sitting there.
I was gonna
Hmm?
say, yeah, like even like a shrimp fried rice or shrimp teriyaki or anything with Shanghai noodles. I love that shit as well.
I don't even know what that one is.
High calories. They're like super thick noodles. But yeah, it was just anything like that. And then vegetarian wise, it would just be like fucking. It would just be like salads. It's so boring. It'd be like
Holy shit! Shanghai noodles look good. Oh, I
they're so
cannot be
good.
looking at that right now. I cannot. I have not. I ate a fucking tuna sandwich at like 12:15, dude.
Tuna's a good option too. Like this is the thing that you can't like for me. I can't have tuna by itself. I have to mix it with other things.
Oh yeah, no, I had like I made a tuna melt. So it's like tuna, uh,
Cheese.
chopped up boiled egg, um, pickles, mayo, celery, and then you fucking toast a little bit of bread, put that shit on the bread, put some
Meat
fucking
press.
cheddar cheese on top, and then fly that into the broiler, dude. Holy, bro. I mean, it was good. It was good, but I'm not full. I'm so hungry. I could eat like 8, and I ate 1.
I think
so hungry.
I think I'm gonna have a tuna melt after we finish recording this because I went to the gym right before this and my stomach be rumbling. But okay, let's get into this isn't the end of the podcast, but I just want to get into some questions because I feel like the past couple times we've done questions, it's like at the very, very, very end. We have one topic actually. Somebody rang into us, and we also had a couple questions. So let's start with the questions because or the comments, just because that'll be quick probably or quicker. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 questions, 2 comments, I think, and then 1 topic. Okay, so the first question is from the Legend 27, aka Mike Power 2021, and he says,
"Yeah, the Legend 27,
best character / episode in Jujutsu Kaisen."
Oh, okay. Best character without actually no. Best character is it's hot debate right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay, but based off of what I would know, not what you would know because you read the manga.
Okay. Based off like what's come out in the anime so far, definitely fucking Toto, dude. The shit with the clapping technique.
Yeah.
Toto, he's the GOAT. Choso, which is like the guy with the 2 buns and the bar across his face.
That guy's sick as fuck.
My phone background. That guy's the fucking GOAT, dude. I love him. And then obviously Yuji, bro. The GOAT. The GOAT. Unbeatable. The GOAT. What about you?
I would say if I had to give a top 3 in no particular order, it would be Toto, it would be Megumi, and it would be Nanami.
Oh, the fucking overtime dude with the fucking collar, the tie.
Yeah, bro. The fucking overtime as like Jack pretends to fix a non-existent tie. That's hilarious. I'm working overtime.
That's his thing. It's like it's overtime past 6 p.m., bro. He's
so funny, bro.
And I fucking love that shit.
But seeing that, especially him in season 1 with the whole like the dial and like it cuts is just like rule of thirds fucking chunk, and he like slicing and dicing. I'm like, dude, yeah. Shit's fucking sick. But yeah, Toto, Megumi, and Nanami.
Yeah. So fucking cool. I think our best episode's got to be like, I think the second last episode of season 2, where it's like Toto and Yuji versus Mahito in like that pit.
Oh, really?
And he does he throws the rock.
Rock of Flash. Yeah.
And then he's like sitting there and he's like crossing his arms, like rainbow colors flying everywhere. And then he just fucking smokes him, dude. Oh my god, that was so cool.
That was like a 19-year-old that animated that, right? Something like that. Did you know about that?
Actually?
So at least that scene where he's like it's the fucking like it's the reference to My Hero Academia, whatever, and he's like in the flying like rainbow color, whatever the fuck that like sequence is animated by a 19-year-old, 18 or 19-year-old.
That's so fucking cool.
Isn't that cool?
That was the coolest fucking thing ever. Yeah, and then there's also another really good episode. If it's my other like all-time favorite anime, it's called Gurren Lagann. It's basically about like these 2 guys. The world's ended, and they're like trying to fight to the moon. Whatever, like it's completely obscure objective that they have. Just go to the moon, fight their way to the moon. Whatever the fuck that means. Conquer the stars. And it's just like every episode just gets crazier and crazier. And it's like a mech fighting anime. And at the very, very end, there's a really cool scene where it's like the mech gets destroyed, and then a new one comes out of the old body, and then a new one comes out of the old body, and then it's all of a sudden it's just the main character left, and he's like flying to go punch this thing. And that episode of Nekomaru versus Mahito, the Gundam episode, the very ending is
it's reference
1-for-1 identical to Gurren Lagann. It's like him falling out, going in, falling out, going in. It's so fucking cool. That's another really good episode. Fuck, dude, I feel like such a dork talking about anime, but I love that shit so much. Oh my god.
I would say my favorite.
You can see the smile I have on my face right now. You guys would be fucking. Okay, good to you. Sorry.
His teeth are reflective. It's so bright. That's what it is. What was I say? My favorite episode of Jujutsu Kaisen is probably is it the second or third last episode? It's the one where Sukuna and Mahoraga fight. That I lost my shit during that episode. That was the best fight I've seen in Jujutsu Kaisen period. That went fucking crazy.
That was so fucking cool. I forgot about that one. I don't know how the fuck I forgot about that one.
That's my favorite episode. I was like,
There's just so much shit going on. You can't tell what the fuck you're looking at. But it's just
and just him, and then it just him just fucking like teasing Maharaga, and like that one clip or that one sequence scene in the one where he faces Jogo, the fire with the volcano.
The volcano head.
And he's like, it's kind of like saying like, you will not move or I'll kill you on the spot, kind of thing like that. As it's coming, the massive meteor, he goes, Mara, or whatever the Japanese word is for like wait, and then he claps and everyone fucking disappears. Oh, it's so good. Oh,
like, I know I said it like 2-3 episodes ago.
Literally a demon, but he's a demon.
Yeah, he's the Demon King, bro. I said this like 2-3 episodes ago. If you don't like anime, if you think anime is fucking stupid, give Jujutsu Kaisen a chance because you will fucking love it. I promise you, it is so fucking cool, dude. Like that one scene where it's like Jogo versus Sukuna standing on top of the meteor, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll test out my fire technique too," and he pulls out the fucking giant fire arrow. Dude.
Yeah, and it's
so
just like
fucking sick. He like claps his hands and fucking yeah, so fucking cool, dude.
So good. Okay,
I love that shit.
Thank you, Mike Prower, for that question.
Thank you, Mike Prower, for letting us dork out on the podcast.
We have another one. This is just a comment. It's Sean Michael _X, and he says, "You so sexy." Winky face. Thanks, Sean. Pav Banwait says, "Best party game." This has got to be.
I think we both know the answer.
Ride the Bus.
Yeah, because Ride the Bus automatically.
There has never been a time that I have failed to get someone drunk or for me to get drunk than with fucking Ride the Bus. And like, if you want to give an honorary mention for a non-alcoholic drinking game or a non-drinking game, I would say Cards Against Humanity. I always have also a fucking great time with Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah. Or just like, I love just playing blackjack or poker. Because like,
yeah, not
even with real money, just like fake chips.
It's just fun. Yeah.
Especially when you fucking sweep the table and you're standing
Texas
on the fucking.
You're like you hit the table. You're like, yeah, hit
me.
I'm a stand.
Hit me.
It's like
good.
I'm good.
At my house.
That was fun.
Everyone's
that was
like sitting there. We're all fucking hammered at my kitchen table, and like Thomas like is like, "What do you want? What do you want?
What do you want?"
And we're all just fucking spaced out because we're all destroyed. And then it's just knock on the table. Hit me. Hit me. It's sitting at like a 17. Hit me.
Hit me.
Fuck it, I'll get it. Hit me.
19. Hit me. I'm feeling lucky. Okay.
Oh my god, I missed that shit.
Thank you, Pat, for that question. But yeah, it's I think if you're doing a drinking game, Ride the Bus for both of us, and then Jack will say, I guess, what, poker for non-drinking,
like
slash non-gambling,
non-betting, yeah,
and non-betting, and then I would say non-betting, non-drinking would be Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity, you could never go wrong. Or Catan, I love Catan, dude.
I love Catan, but as a it's a long commitment. You're playing at least a 45-minute game.
4 people.
Yeah. Next is from confidential.21 says you should get into a thriller / horror / high school 90s type film. Yes.
I honestly,
yes,
I think
that would be
fucking
sick.
Dude.
I would love to work in a horror film so badly. So badly.
Play a really good character that would like, and this is no offense to you whatsoever, I feel like you would die first or second.
I would in a horror movie, I would like to be the villain or the person that's killing people, or I'm in the friend group and we're running away from said murderer. This is in air quotes, said murderer, and by the end of it, plot twist, I'm actually the killer. Like, that would also be fucking sick. And just like evil Knievel kind of.
I think it's because I know you. I can't see you playing a serious role, and that's because I know you.
I want to play more serious roles. I always play these fucking like comedy roles or these like fun roles or these like, you know. But like I've never played a really serious. Actually, that's not true. I played one serious role, but it was just for a short film. But for like an actual like lengthy film, I would love to play a genuinely serious, well written role or character. Sorry. But yeah, thank you, confidential.21, for submitting that. I believe that's Jaden from my work. Next and final is Navin4 says, in reference to asking us for topics, he says, combining different genres of films that at first might not fit together, but make for great movies.
Repeat that again?
Combining different genres of films that at first might not fit together, but make for great movies. I'm gonna look up just because like I want to get a visual.
list.
I'm gonna look up like what movie genres are, or what we have for movie genres to work with, and then I'll go from there because I have some of my thoughts, but visually seeing it is a different story. Okay, holy fuck, that's a lot.
There's a lot, but there's a lot that I would have never thought of that are here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Does it have to be ones that don't necessarily think they'd work well, or just combinations that you would personally like?
No, I think it's combinations that you wouldn't first think would work together, but they do work. They would work together well.
Personally, for me, they're actually right beside each other. My two favorites in one would be like a science fiction thriller. That would be fucking sick.
Mine would be a fuck. I love like war romance films. Those are nice.
That's quite an odd combination. I think science fiction thriller works, but if I were to do one that would like be kind of odd, would be like a fantasy slasher.
Fantasy slasher.
You know what I mean? Like a Lord of the Rings, like serial killer kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What the heck?
That'd be fucking sick.
There's apparently a genre called splatter. What the hell is splatter?
Huh?
A splatter film is a subgenre of horror films that deliberately focuses on graphic portrayals of gore and graphic violence. So I guess a splatter film could be, but it has to be a subgenre of horror. So I guess a splatter film could be like a slasher film where it's like Scream movies where it's like, a lot of blood and everything everywhere, etc.
Yeah. And I think slashers like specifically killer, stalking, murdering. You know what I mean? I feel like splatter is more just like trying to, because from reading the captions of them, splatter seems like more just revealing the weakness of the human body. You know what I mean?
What's what are good films? Also like comedy, martial art comedies. If that makes sense. Like those are fucking great, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Like comedy, action comedies, kinds of things like that, or like one that I would never think of would be like a oh, what the fuck? I just had it here. A martial arts war film.
That's what I was just thinking.
That would be fucking sick. Like the Chinese Empire or something like that. There's like it was kung fu. Yeah, bro. Before like guns and it was just it was before, like where was the time where like there's knives and spears and things like that. Maybe swords.
That would be sick.
And you see someone just take down a bunch of fucking people with swords and knives with like just kung fu or something. That'd be fucking awesome. That's like Kung Fu Panda but live action. I want to see that shit.
One I've seen before that was like
minus the pandas, minus the animals.
A combination I've seen before that was actually really good, and I've never seen it done well outside of this one movie. Would be a war thriller or a war horror movie. And the one movie I saw would be
war horror. Wait, what's war horror? Which one have you seen?
Like a war movie and a horror movie, but it's not really a horror movie. The movie, you probably heard of it. It's Overlord.
Overlord?
Yeah, it's basically about like these soldiers. And the soldiers their mission is to go and take out like this Nazi camp, like a radio communication camp is what it is. And so they go and they drop in the town and they sneak their way to the town, and it's like a town, and then the base is by a mountain, and they're like trying to investigate their way through the town without getting caught by the Nazis, right? And they come across this person who's living in his house. The person's like, "Yeah, come stay with me. Fuck these guys." But the guy's grandma is upstairs and she's ill. And when you go see the grandma, she's like all like fucking, she looks like she's dying. She looks like a fucking zombie. And they're like, what the fuck? And they're like, well, how can we blow up this camp? Like, well, you got to go inside the mountain to take care of it. So they sneak inside the mountain, and the mountain's actually like a military experiments base. And they're trying to make super soldiers, but the super soldiers become like this wicked, cracked out, like mutated zombie people. And it's about these 6 soldiers who are trapped underneath this mountain base, just fucking freaking out. Horrors beyond human comprehension are chasing them, and it is so fucking good, dude. It is so good. I highly recommend checking that one out. Overlord's really dope.
82% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it was directed by Julius Avery.
Yeah.
Paramount
Overlord
Pictures.
Movie, not the anime, because there's an anime too.
Yeah, there's an anime. I see. Damn.
Yeah, it's fucking sick. It is really, really good. There's like some really...
I'm gonna add that to my list.
Creepy scenes. Like, you just look at it and like you kind of get like nauseous because it just looks gross. But it is fucking awesome, dude. I don't want to spoil it because if you're going to watch it, I think you should definitely watch it. Overlord's a really, really good movie. But yeah, that's a genre I've never seen done well outside of that movie, is like a war thriller / like war horror movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun though. Fuck.
I'm trying to think of other ones.
I mean, honestly, if I didn't have plans tonight, I probably would have just stayed in and just watched a bunch of movies. Now that I think about it,
that's what I might end up doing tonight because all my fucking plans got canceled tonight.
Your ad block has been updated. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you so much, Navin, for that topic idea. That was a good one. We appreciate it a lot. But yeah, we're coming up to the time which we have to conclude this episode. So let's begin that outro. Thank you everyone so much for listening to this dumb but delicious content. If you aren't following us already, you can follow us on the following platforms. You can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and GeoSavin, as well as our lovely platform, YouTube.
And if you want to catch us on any of our social media, you can find us on Instagram at Dumb and Delicious. That's where these lovely people sent in their questions, topics they wanted to hear us talk about. So if you would like to do the same, shoot us a DM there. Our personals are also linked in the bio, so you can also DM us there if you'd like, or if you just want to chat, say hello. And we're always there to answer. We'd love to hear from you guys. Makes me feel good. Makes Gaetano feel good.
Makes me feel good. As good as a pump when I get out of the gym, yeah.
Oh, arm day today, dude. Gonna go fucking crazy.
Anyways, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Ciao.
Peace.